Good evening. It's Thursday. Oh, and I have my audio on my other stream open. That's not what I had in mind. It's Thursday, March 24th. Already second stream for this week and also for today, basically, because I ended late last night and it's not 24 hours in between. There's a lot of things I still need to fix here because I need to start my virtual machine for the demos. And to do that, where's the dialogue appearing? Nowhere. Oh, there. And then we go to the other screen. That's the fun with 4 screens. Live coder 2. And then some nice password in there. Tung, tung, tung. Bear with me today. There it comes. So what are we going to do today? Microsoft announced 14 new functions for Excel. And I want to see if I have that available in my office environment. And if not, then we just go to continue with the Blazor development, Blazor add-in. But first, try to have a look at the Excel functions. Let's go to the code window. I need to say welcome in the chat. Good evening. There we are. Hi, all, everyone. Oh, my connection is unstable. Why is my connection unstable? My stream is unstable. Average stream bit, the bit rate's too high. Really? How is that too high? Need to log in for Twitch there. Not sure why I'm logged in already, so not sure what wants to log in again. Let's find the 14 new functions in Excel first. Let's first kick in Excel to see if we have the latest version. Count, no, it's it's count, updates, update now. Do we get an update? We are up to date. What do we have over here? The beta channel, so that should be okay. Let's find the blog post for this. 14 new functions in Excel. That's an amazing video. Tech community. You would expect that there would be a blog post. Is that this tech community thing? you would expect a blog post from Microsoft. See what's new in Excel and subscribe to our blog. September 21. Okay. Web. That's not really up to date. Excel blog. I think it's this one. Oh, that's the same thing. Well, this should be sufficient enough. Is that showing where it's in? What version do you need? Beta version 2203. And I'm 2204. 15104. 15121. 20,000, 20,004. I'm on a later version, I think. On Windows 16, on Mac. So let's try this. Let's see if we can split that screen a little bit. Like this. Blank. Let's work through the blog post there. Text manipulation. And let's quickly go over all the functions. There are 3 functions for text manipulation. When working with the text, a common task to complete is break apart text strings. Using a delimiter, you can already do this with combinations of search, find, left, right, mid, substitute, and sequence. But we've heard many of you that these can be challenging to use. To make it easier to extract the text from the start of the end of the cell's content, we are releasing 2 functions that are simply return everything before and after your selected delimiter, text before and text after. We also made it easy to split text into multiple segments using text split. Each text segment is then automatically split into its own cells through the magic of dynamic arrays. So there's one text here. What's after the first with an I, space, question mark, and there's another thing on line 5, split these words into separate cells. So this should be equals text after, there it is, text after B2, comma, space, that's not right. Do we have, we need a different separator. Yeah, we need to use a semicolon on this machine. There you have it. that's the text after the first space. And then equals text before. First space. Same thing. Cool. The limiter, instance number, ignore case. So if we do things like make this one a capital T and make that small t already, change this to capital T, that will split it before capital T. But now if we change this to ignore case is true, that's interesting because this is not, oh, there's a space T in the function. Okay. Now it's this T from what? And if we make it false, well, let's do it on separate cells. Copy. I just want a new line here. Copy. Change that to B2 again. Now we make this false to see the difference. Case sensitive. Not case sensitive. We can even make it dynamic if we do things like this. Separator. And make that the T. So now it's splitting on the T, character T, but this one is case sensitive, so it splits on the word the first space. Hey, wait, this is case sensitive. This is exactly the other way around. Because this one is if I make this a small t, then it should be the same thing as the line above. See, that's the same thing. This doesn't matter. Pick the S. Oh. That's interesting. C2, B4. Why is that giving an invalid value? The value used in the formula is in the wrong data type. Okay. That's interesting. C2. The limiter is B4. Why is that failing? Works with a T, but not with a S. Oh, wait. Not case sensitive. Oh, okay. That's the point. If it's not case sensitive and I do an S, that will separator. Yeah. That's obvious. Then it stops after the first small s. And if I pick the same thing with a small s, we'll do the same. But then will I do a case sensitive capital S, then there's no value capital S, and that returns basically a not found. This is the text after. Let's go to the documentation of that. Excel returns are not available if text is an empty string. If text is an empty string. Now change this one. Still should be. Let's make that. I said 2. Text is empty, but it's not giving that not available. If text is an empty string. Returns are not available if the limiter isn't contained in the text. That's also not true, I think. So what it says is returns not available if the text is an empty string. So if we have this S there, let's copy that. Let's make that a question mark. It's looking in this text for this separator, and it's not case sensitive. Let's try this with the default, like this. That doesn't give a not available. Text is an empty string. So if text is an empty string here, that's something different. Copy the example data in each of the following tables and paste it in cell A1 of a new Excel workbook. Worksheet, if you need, you can adjust the column width to see all the data. B2, this is a table. Copy. B2. And that's not working because we need different separator there. Yeah, another one. Oh. This was what we did just now. That's giving a not available. So what's in there? Text after B4. B4. And it's looking for A4, red. And the third instance. So it gives not available if the instance number is greater than the number of occurrences of the delimiter. That's true. Then Excel returns a value error if the instance number is null. So this one is looking for B3. There's a text is empty. Text empty was looking for red. Red in an empty string. So that's not giving a not available, but it's giving a null value. Returns not available error if the delimiter isn't contained in the text. So if we look for basket in B2, this is looking for B4 in the string of B4 for A2. That's red, but it's looking for the exact case sensitive text. But now if we make this equals to text after, we're looking into B2 and we're looking for A3, and that's not in there. If the delimiter isn't contained in the text, so this should give an NA, but it's giving a value. Try again. This is the text we are searching and we are looking for basket. But according to the text it should give so there are two things. Searching for non-existing delimiter. Returns not value instead of NA. Need to be careful what I'm saying here. Searching for a non-existing delimiter. The delimiter is basket. So this is a documentation error. And Excel returns not available if the delimiter isn't contained in the text. Now, if the text is an empty string, but that's also not the case because this one, A3, B3, that's one of these. This one, it's looking for A2 for red in an empty string. Searching for existing delimiter in empty string returns hashtag value instead of not available. Copy. Copy. There's B3, A2. That's the function. And this one is B2A3. So apparently that's a documentation error. Text functions reference. Is there a separate documentation there? No, these are all the text functions. Text. The new ones are not in here, apparently. Need more. How can we help you? How can I help you? Is there no feedback option? Let's see if someone else noticed it already. Is there someone from the team monitoring this? If you have any feedback, you can submit them by clicking Help, Feedback. You can also submit new ideas or vote for other ideas. Want to know more about Excel? What's new? Blog? And follow us on Twitter. Who's Twitter here? Miss MS Excel. Microsoft Excel. Doom, 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 doom. Let's log in there. And I'm live coding according to Twitter. One-time password. And why am I redirected back? That's such a generic place. That's the exact same website. Oh. No. Seventeen and a half. All this formatting just for a picture. Click. 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 C2 A2 equals text after C2 A2 This one is C4 A4 3. This one is C4 A2 C4 A2 false. C4 A2 false. This one C4 -2. C4 A4 -2. This one C4 A4 2. C4 A4 2. C2 A2, that's correct. C3 A2. C3 C3 A2. This one is C4A4 2, C4A4 2, C4A4 -2, C4A2 semicolon semicolon false. This one is C4A4 3, and this should be C2. C2A3, C2A3. So this is looking for basket in the string that's not in there. And that returns a value according to the documentation. The limiter isn't contained in text should give a not applicable, not available. Check this one again. This is looking for red in an empty string, but it's giving a non-existing value. No, I don't want this. Text after forward cells, alignment. Let's merge this and center. Make this a lot bigger. Said make it a lot bigger. C3. Now I need to change all these things here. C3, A3, C4, A3, all these things should be edited one up. Can be done easier, but if I say 5a5, 3, 5, 5, 3, yes, 5, 5, 3, 4, so let's make a print screen for that. Okay, let's provide some feedback. Share the image. See temp. Do the text after. Dun, dun, dun. Mail to, I think you're interested. No. I can't put pictures in there, I think. So let's go to Twitter then. Maybe here. Then I need to copy the picture first to my other machine. Where's my browser there? Oh, created a PDF. Bummer. I don't need a PDF for that. Share again. File. Make that PNG. Open it again. PNG. Copy. Copy that here. Oh. Paste. Copy. Is there a link thingy there? There. page. Put a picture in there. No. Upload. According to the documentation, read below items return dash value bang instead of not available. Link to members, and the members are Joe McDade, is that his Twitter handle then? C3. Looking for C4 basket. This must be it. Preview. That's a nice preview. Okay, there was only one item. I could do the same thing, I think, with text before. Text before. Let's do the same thing. New. Good evening, you all. How are you doing today? Is that a triple L? Just type the triple L instead of a bang. Finishing your stream already? Is that early? Or am I that late already? What I'm doing today is looking at some new Excel functions. First, I was checking if they actually were working in Excel. And there are some documentation errors that I already found and reported. But that's the benefit of using beta stuff. Doing well, getting ready to do after work routine and hang out in your stream. Hang out. I'm not sure if that's relaxing. It's because we did. Oh, that's true. Yes. Yeah, we shift next Saturday on to Sunday. Yeah, it's interesting. Daylight saving time is already rather complicated, and the US thinks it's a good idea to put it even 2 weeks earlier than the rest of the world, to make it more complicated. So you have 2 weeks overlap. So next Saturday we're in sync again. And then we get an hour less sleep on our side. It won't affect your side, I think. Copy the tab. Create a copy. At the end. Let's rename this. Text before. Yes, and yes to all of it. Yes. Yes. Always doing something other than other people. I was saving this, was I, before you rated my stream here. Now I think I forgot to do that. No, I did not, I think. I think I saved it, but where did it go then? It did not save it. 14 new Excel functions. Functions. Yes, now it's saved. And it's already a different test sheet. It can go now. Basically, this was the source why I thought the documentation was incorrect. Let's remove that one. Yes. Put another sheet before that. Rename functions. Sorry, I didn't need me to distract. But I'll be lurking and yoga cooking. Yeah, I'm quite fascinating about this yoga cooking. I imagine you behind this cookery and then your legs in your neck or something. I don't know. How that's done. Text after. That's one. Text. No, not test. Text before. Let's have a look here. They really don't have a good location for giving feedback. You have to give your feedback in response of this blog post. There's no feedback option to directly contact one of the team members, I think. Wonder if it's showing my latest, no posts. It's only showing blog posts in here. Oh, I earned a badge. First like received. Oh, really? Nice, nice. Badges, I like badges. Who doesn't like badges? What's this? 100,000 K milestone. What does that mean? Awarded to the first 100,000 members of the Microsoft Tech community. Really? Community event leader. Wow. I don't feel like a community event leader. First image uploaded. After, what is it, 5 years or so? The 5-year anniversary was in 2021. So we're now 2020, almost 5 years, almost 6 years. My first image uploaded and my first like. Oh, and I click on it and it's gone. There goes my badge. What? Where are my badges going? Oh, you can turn them on and off. Okay, turn them off and on again. Apparently, you can turn badges off and on again. Oh, there's it's like there's some text behind the badge. So this one, community event speaker, awarded to community event speakers. Oh, really? You're a .NET developer too? Yeah, I'm. Yeah, what shall I say? I started with Clipper. You know Clipper? This is a database language. Very old, but I went from Clipper to DBase to Fox Pro to VB, VBA, to C, C++, C Sharp, and these days I do Blazor and .NET Core stuff. But today, the stream for today, why is my things all minimized? Don't shake your window, that will minimize all your other windows. Did you know that if your window and you shake it, you can minimize all your other windows? If I shake it back, yeah, there, shake it back. So am I a .NET developer too? Yeah, good question. I try to. Text before, text split. What did you learn today? Split. All these languages. VStack. Oh, the shake maybe. H-stack. And we have to row. And we have to call. We have wrap rows. And we have wrap calls. And we have take, drop, choose rows, choose calls, and the last one, expand. There's 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yes. Okay, let's put some pages in there. Copy link. Page text after, copy link. Link. Should be an easier way to do this. Copy link. Copy link. Only have to do this 14 times, so that's not that much. We have all night to do this. Copy link. I think I should look for some new music, because this music I hear is all the time. It feels like it's looping. It's music from Harris Heller. The benefit is that it's copyright free. You can use it all over the place. He even likes it if you use it all over the place, because he's probably get paid by playing the number of songs on Spotify. So the more people it plays the stream, it will pay out a little bit, a few cents per stream. But that can add up if many people do that. Now, so this should be text before. I would expect people from Microsoft to do this. Hello, the Neo. Or is it Theo Neo? That's something different, I think. The Neo. From the Matrix. We'll adjust the columns later on and the texts. Before. Exactly. Know your movies. Have you seen the latest Matrix movie already? Guess who? No, really? Najert or really? I give up. Can be anyone. Before. From Belgium. Nah, what was it again? Man, come on. I have such a bad memory. I think I follow you on GitHub. Let's see, GitHub. Why is my caps lock on? To follow. I think there were who I follow. How do I get to the ones who I follow? Really? So did you just change it back now? The Neo. I mean the smiley. So you're now responding on YouTube. Really? Okay, so your YouTube alias is somewhat different than Twitch. That's really a difficult thing, because I have twitch.tv /softSE-software. In software, my typing today is really bad. And there's no way to respond. Why did it pick my channel? Soft as in software. Oh yeah, now I need to be careful. So it's because my channel obviously is software and software, but if I want to chat, I rather use my own name. Well, I guess you all have the same issue when you type something in chat. If, for instance, you're the Neo. Who knows who is the Neo? So whenever I type something in Twitch on one of the ones that I follow, for instance, then they never know that it's me. And the same thing goes for YouTube. If I go to youtube.com/soft as in software, same thing. That's me again, but yeah, I can put it in the title here in the banner, but that's the only way to do that. And also when I chat, they never know it's me. And while we're here, if you don't follow yet already, don't forget to follow or and hit the bell on YouTube. No one. Sounds like the intro of the War of the Worlds. No one believed. War of the Worlds. No one would have believed. No one would have believed. No one would have believed in the last years of the 19th century. By the way, if we're talking about my YouTube anyway, I also years ago I created some videos from I think it's playlist. Let's see if I can find it here. See, I created some recordings from the performance from Jeff Wayne, War of the Worlds, and these are actually my most popular videos on my channel. Also, why Madonna is surfacing when I'm looking for War of the Worlds, I don't know. So in my previous life, I had a lot of concert videos in here. So if you go look for Kiss before, for instance, I have nice videos from Kiss. And what do we have more? Like Tina Turner, I think. Yeah. And The Who. I created all these recordings. I'm not sure if that's allowed to record things from concerts or not. But yeah, I like doing that. And some of the videos really were popular. I think the ones from Madonna. $27,000. 30,000. What's this? Rockwerter. It's a pop festival. Oh, Pink. Maybe Pink. Is Pink already also in here? Yeah, Pink. All the big acts are really on my YouTube channel. But that's not really what my focus is on. My focus is on Blazor and office development, usually, as you already know if you step by more often. Let's close this. Enough about me. Let's go back to here. And then the text before examples. B2A2, that's B2A2, that's in this case, it's B4A2. Why did this not change? Yeah, good night. Happy coding to you too. Have fun in Belgium. I think I'll drive through Belgium next month on my way to Paris. Biden is in. Who is not there? I think every big person in Europe and the world maybe is now in Brussels to discuss what's going on with Russia and how to put sanctions on it and how to buy weapons and things like that. Yet, did Biden have issues with transportation? Yeah, I'm quite surprised because if Putin wanted to hit you, because of them, everything was probably blocked. Did they block the center of Brussels? Yeah, right. That's terrible. Yeah. I'm quite surprised that Mr. Putin from Russia didn't nuke Brussels today, because he could take out every big person from the world in one place today. Yeah, apparently he did not think of that. Yeah. Don't you think he's smart enough to think the same thing? If he didn't think of that, then he's really yeah. Let me leave first. Well, if you can't go in, then you also can't go out probably. I think it won't be the last meeting. It's today. It's actually exactly 1 month since it started, and I think we haven't seen everything yet there. Yeah, get him on the phone for a good discussion. Text before. Text before is the text B2, and B2 is this one, the empty, and it's looking for A2, the basket, and that's in this case looking for that one and the basket. That returns a value, an incomplete value. Won't say stop, but only let me leave first. Yeah. Well, I think stopping this nonsense would be much better for whole humanity, because there's really no sense in doing all of this. I don't even understand why this is happening, but I'm probably too dumb for that. You mean for Europe? Yeah, for who is it? I think it's bad for everyone. Even if Russia would win this war, then they have Ukraine with a lot of people who disagree, and the rest of the world will be against him. So then he will have no source of income. They are turning down his oil and gas. So I already saw they are running out of sugar in Russia. If that's the worst thing, then yeah. It would be better if we could spend all this money instead of weapons to food for the people in Africa and things like that. That would be much better. C4, A4. Second example. B3, that's this one. A2, looking for basket. Looking for basket in the string. There's winners. Who's the winner? Well, the US is gaining a lot from... I don't think so, because even the US, they have for their standards already high prices at the gas station as well. So they are not happy either. I think no one's happy with this. C5, A4, C5, A4. Well, that's good. That's really, yeah. But in the Netherlands, we dig up a lot of gas there, and we were stopping doing that. But now we are reopening all the gas pumps again. So at least it should be cheaper if we get it from our own country. But it's also giving us earthquakes in certain gas areas in Groningen. Yeah, I work for an energy company, but a lot of energy companies are already shifting to green energy, like Shell is doing. They took over the new motion things with the charging places for electric cars, and they are now in windmills and sun fields with the sun collectors. B4, that's this string, and we're looking for red. Yeah, that's the same. C5, A5, 2. Oh, this should obviously all be text. After should be text before. Replace. Oh. I hope I did not change these ones, no. This was the second one, huh? C5, A5, 2. B5, A5, -2. Yeah. b4, a2 false, e5, a3 false, yeah. b5, a5, 3. Did you touch Maui yet? No, not really. And also not Maui for Blazer. Blazer for what? How does it? Do they call it Blazer for Maui for Blazer? No, really. I did look a little bit to what is called Xamarin. That's the predecessor for Maui, I think. But that's a long time ago. I created a small application for my Android. In the time that it was also compatible with Windows Phone. But these days, Windows Phone is no longer there, and they moved everything into Android and iOS and Windows applications, I think. But so yeah, it's a complete different beast. I should have a look at it sometime at least. It's interesting stuff. My guesses will be that Maui will be the main driver, but I think for now it's mainly for mobile, I guess. I don't know. And there's also obviously the 3D stuff, virtual things. But a HoloLens is a bit too expensive for me. They're not really cheap. Where's text before A123? Why did I type 123 there? Anyone in the chat has a HoloLens? HoloLens 2. Still waiting for HoloLens 3, I think. I think they cancelled that. That's what I heard. I don't know. Oh, why was I looking at this? Yeah, my badges. I got distracted again by my badges. Because he responded to my post, I think. Let's have a look. Doom, doom, doom. Yeah, they just got a like there. Let's see if that's the case here as well. Documentation error. What does it say here? Excel returns hashtag value error if instance number is null. So if we're looking for basket, for instance, that was A4. This one. Looking for basket in an empty string, that should give an not available. But this one, this is true. searching for an existing delimiter in empty string. That's this one. What is the different format here? If I check this, yeah. What's this squiggly over here? Oh, that's this thing, I think. Value is used in the formula is a wrong data type. Okay, this one. Value is not available. Third one, looking for the third red in string. That's giving it not available. So this one is actually over here. And it should give a result of returns not available if the delimiter isn't contained in text. That's this one. No. Yeah, this one. Should give an A back because it's not in the text. Same thing. This one. Searching for basket in an empty string. That's not mentioned here. This is looking for red in this string, but the second item, that one, so it takes Little Red Riding Hood as return value. That's true. That's correct. This one will search for red in this one and then -2. So 2 steps, little. -2. Instance number. The nth instance of a delimiter that you want to extract by default. Instance number 1. A negative number starts searching from the end. Oh, really? Okay. So that's interesting. So instead of going from front to end, going the other way around. This first red, second red, and then the text before. Then the other one, that's searching for red in there, but it's searching for case. Don't ignore the case, so it should take the case into account, and then it's not available. No. And then it returns a value bang. Returns a value bang error if instance num is 0. Returns not available if the delimiter isn't contained. That's not true. Returns not available if instance number is greater than the number of occurrences in the delimiter of a delimiter in the text. So this one doesn't happen, so this the number of items in there is null. If the instance number is greater than the number, if the instance num is greater than the number of occurrences in the text. So if I make this 2, let's do it with the other one. Which one is using red? This one. That's basically this one. Number of instances is greater than the number of occurrences in the delimiter. In this case, there are 3. The ask is for 3, and there are 2 in the text. So if I look at this, if we make this 2, then it will be working. And if we make this 4, that's failing. And giving it non-available, that's correct. So this one is correct. This one is not correct. Looking for basket should give a not available. To the end, create a copy. Text split. We only got 3 here. And it's already 11. So let's do a quick recap for the other ones. And don't stop with this one. Text split. So we have this. This is my stream named soft as in software. And available on YouTube and Twitch. So if we put in, not put in, don't talk about put in, is text after, this is a text, O1, and the delimiter will be soft as in software, as in software, instance number, let's take the first one, and ignore case is true. That gives this part, and available on YouTube. Let's make that the text before. Text before O2. No, O2, not 02. We're looking for soft as a software again. As in software, software again, one instance, and case sensitive, and ignore case, true. And I've got the equal sign for the function. Text split equals text split O3, and we're looking for, let's copy the text first. Soft as a software again. Software, and as nice that row delimiter, column delimiter, row delimiter, ignore empty path width, spill. Oh, that's new. Let's go into here. Text split. Example 1. Text split. Looking for commas. Text you want to split is required. One or more characters that you split when the where to spill the text across columns. One or more character that specify where to spill the text down. Ignore empty. The value with which to pad. There's more than one delimiter, then an array must be used. For example, to split by both comma and period, use text split A1 something. But this one is spilling it. What is spilling? Doesn't say what spilling is. Let's go to the example in here. Is there a split in here? There. I'm putting it below that, okay? So this would be text split, this field, cell I should say, and the splitter will be soft as in software, as in software. Your formula returned multiple values, so we spilled them into the neighboring blank cells. Got it. So that's this one and this one. That's interesting because that split it into columns. So let's do it again. Equals text split. That's the same text again. Now not a column delimiter, but we do the row delimiter. Soft as in software. Okay, yeah, so it's using the same cell as a function, but it spills over to the next one. So what's in here then? So this is gray. Interesting. Text split, then VStack. VStack, we have a couple of values and then we stack them vertically. Okay. Rename VStack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we have capital A, B, C, D, E, F, and then VStack, array 1, semicolon, array 2, and this is numeric, so it's right aligned, and this is text, left aligned. Yeah, maybe a better example would be indeed do something similar like this. Copy and make that AA back caps lock AA BB CC DD EE FF. That's much better. Plus rename HTag. Copy equals to HTag. Array 1. Array 2. That's the difference. This one is going down and the other one is going horizontal. Oh, there. Functions to row. That's interesting as well. To row returns an array of one row. To copy this, and then bring this to the back. Equals to row. Nice. What was the other option? Equals to row. The array, ignore and scan by column. Scan by column. Whether to ignore certain types of values. By default, no values are ignored. Scan the array by column. By default, it's scanned by row, so it's going to A, B, C, D, E, F. So if we do, this is the array, and then we, not ignoring, but when we go scan by column, that's going A, D, B, E, C, C and F. To row 1. Ben, Peter, Mary, Sam. To row. Yeah, this is not the outcome, but what if you say 1 equals to row, that's the array, then ignore blanks, okay. Keep all values, ignore blanks, ignore arrows, ignore blanks and arrows. Okay, so if we take this one and I say we take this one and we ignore blanks, that's 1. There's no blank in there, so that's okay. So, but if I delete this one, now it's removing the blank item from the list. Nice. What was the last one? Scan by column. Yeah, we already had that. So if we copy this one over again, copy. Paste, rename to call, equals to call, just the array, nice, equals to row, same array, don't ignore, scan by column, that's true. Oh, should do to call. Now it's doing A, D, B, E, C, F, and making that one column. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. Halfway. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. Yeah, rep rows. What is rep rows doing? wraps a row array into a 2D array. Wrap columns, wrap rows. Okay. So for that we need to, where's my Excel? Rename wrap rows A, B, C, D, E, F. Wrap rows. That's the vector. And every third one should go on its own row. And what's the other one? Wrap rows. That's the array again. And then we say wrap count is 2. And path width I know what the path thing is doing. Scan by column. No. To a row we already did that. Wrap columns, rows. The value with which to pad, the default is not available. That's exactly what I did. Wrap rows A2 to G2. Don't know what this is doing. You tell me. I don't see difference between this one and this one. I would expect something. Let's see if we can see it in the demo here. To column, to row. Not showing it, I think. I think the rep rows and rep calls is not padding anything there. Rename rep. Equals to rep calls. This is the vector. Rep count 2. Yes, you do the same 3 obviously. Otherwise you don't see the difference. Yeah, now you get 3 height in columns, otherwise you see 3 in rows. Now do the same thing here, so wrap calls vector 3 pad width wrap calls vector 3 x so I don't know what the x is doing there. Because I didn't see any difference between one or the other. Wrap rows pad. Text after text split. H stack, V stack to call. Rep calls. This one, rep calls, pad width. So why is it giving not available if there's less than these things? Oh, okay, that's the thing. It's padding the ones that are overflowing. So if we make it 5, for instance. Oh. See, that's overflowing the other one. Let's kill all that. Wrap calls. This is the array, but there's only 6. So let's make that 4. So we have some overflow. Then you get not available there. Now do the same thing. So wrap calls. Same vector. Make that 4 again. But now we are going to tell Excel that it needs to put in XX, or let's make just an X in the overflow items. That explains it. Same thing in here. Here equals wrap rows. That's the array. Let's make that 4 again. Now you have some overflow. Do the same thing. Wrap rows. Something like that. 4. Now we do padding for the ones that have not available. Right. That's nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's these ones. Bold take. What does take do? Take returns rows or columns from the start or end of the array. Rename take. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, Y, G, K, L, M, N, O, equals take. It only takes 2. Take. One is 1 row, 1 column, -2 is Papa, -1, -2, where is Papa in this case? There. -2 is going from the bottom and then 1 column. Okay, yeah. I understand. Equals to take. That's the array. if we want G and L, then I want to go that's interesting. If you go, if we say rows, that's -2. Columns, 1. That's this one. What if we change this into 2? And then we get 2. So if you make this -4, then you get this part from the back. Interesting, yeah. Next function, drop. Drop. New sheet. Copy this. Copy. Rename this. Drop. Equals to drop. This is the array. And we drop line 1. Right. Equals to drop. That's the array. -2. -4. That's interesting. -2. Okay, so drop -2 takes off 2 rows and 3 columns from the end. If we do it the other way around, equals to drop this one, and we say it's 3 columns from the start and 2 rows from the other way around. That's not right. We only have 3 rows, so it will drop everything. That's it. Oh. Copy, create copy at the end. Rename. What was the next one? Choose rows. Choose rows. Choose rows. This is the array. Two. choose rows. That's the array. 3. Oh, and maybe 2. So it's also reversing it, 3 and then 2. If we do the same thing, choose rows. Now do 2, 3. Oh, what? Why is this? Oh, I only selected a part of this. This is the other way around. Reversed it. So that's interesting. Now let's copy this one. Move for copy, create a copy to the end again. Rename that to choose columns, calls. Yeah, that's spilling over because there's something under. Is choose calls. That's the item there. 2. Equals to choose calls. 3 and 2. Three and 2. And do the reverse. 2 and 3. So that's the exact same thing, but the other way around. That's choose calls. What's left? Expand. And what does expand look like? Ooh, drop your egg. Expand. Oh, that's somewhat similar to the path of the transform item. Rename, expand. Copy that. Oh, lost the copy already. Equals to expand. That's the array. To 4 rows and 1, 2, 3, 6 columns. That's the same thing. Equals to expand. Four rows and 6 columns. Now I'm going to expand it with the X. There you are. Nice. That brings us to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 new formulas, functions. They're all quite similar in grouping. If you see text before, text, these can be something like green, these two like a blue, these four, let's put something orange. Take, drop, something like that. If you group them in, how many groups are these? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Take and drop should be the same as the other ones. I think it's this one. Yeah. Cool. That's it. Now I want to check if this is also available in, and why is my tab not available there? File, options, in VBA. Let's do a quick check if they also extended VBA with this custom ribbon, developer. I can hardly believe that I never accessed the developer tab in on this machine. Let's clean it up a little bit here. Okay. Let's have a look at VB. This workbook, sub. Message box. Hi. F5. There you are. Hi. Now what I want to do, check here is, do we also have something called well, let's pick one. Text after. It's not in here. There's no way to address this function. Worksheet function. Rep. No, it's not in there. Let's quickly Google this. So, function. There's no sheet 1, obviously. Let's call that functions. Now let's just bring in another sheet here quickly. Rename test. This is doing A1 to C10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then save as macro file. F8, 0. Oh, functions. That's not right. It should be called test or something. What did we name it? Test, yes. Worksheets test. Now it's a value 1. That's true. I guess it's not in here. Drop. Nope. Choose. We do have choose, but not choose columns, not choose rows. To call. No, none of these items is in VBA. Exposed. Oh. F2. Only these ones are exposed. So what do they mention about that in the blog post? Here. VBA. Yeah, so the functions are not available in VBA. New Excel Google new Excel functions not in VBA. Worksheet functions. In Microsoft VBA, not all workflows are supported methods in the application object. If you attempt to use one of the Microsoft functions, object does not support. You can write blah 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 functions. Have an equivalent Microsoft VB built-in operator of function. Tja, you could say that. Although it's recommended that you use the Visual Basic operators or functions shown in the list above, there are alternative methods for using the worksheet functions in the VBA macro if necessary. As an example, you can use the A10 worksheet in your Visual Basic macro using the execute for macro or evaluate. So if you look at this, this is on application levels and it doesn't work on a worksheet. So I think long story short is that all these new functions are not available to use within VBA. Call Office, call Excel, function Office, yes. Yeah, you create your own functions, and that's something different. Call text to column Excel function from JavaScript. So that's not possible either, I think. Yeah, that's another thing. They canceled the user voice as a vehicle for feedback on Office. I really don't know how to provide feedback from a community point of view. Who is creating this one? Some product. New to the game, 2010. So MVP, but who's the MVP on this? Some products going back to Redmond in November. That's nice, Jan Karel Pietersen. This is the person, Liam Bastek. He's still an MVP. Is it? Yeah, he is. Cool. Some product. Do they also have a YouTube? No. Cool. Well, let's wrap it up with this function overview. Let's see. This one, that one. No VBA for the new functions. That's a sad thing. I was wondering if I could share this somewhere. Maybe put it on my blog or something. It's a download. I don't think putting it on GitHub is a good thing for Excel. Okay, let's see if we can rate someone, maybe. Irish John Games. He's doing his pirate things, I think. Okay, let's go to the main screen here. Thanks for watching today. Next week is, I think, an MVP summit, so I'm not sure if I'm able to stream in the evening, what I try to, because most of the sessions are recorded anyway. Let's move over to Irish John Games and let's start a raid there. Let's see if we can get them say hi from me, and